of my yard sale, vintage retro yard sale, whatever. I can't believe nobody has shown up. Actually, I kind of believe it because everybody's probably at work. Although, I mean, hundreds of cars have gone down my road. I get like 300 cars a day on going down my road. Anyway, but yet not one person has shown up. So I've made several videos putting it out there. I even ran an ad onto on Marketplace, and nothing. So anyway, let me show y'all for you new people coming in. I'll show you what I got. So I got, like I said, it's, you know, vintage, retro. I have stuff going back to probably the 40s. I got NASCAR from the 90s. Look, it's die cast. Some of these are actually signed. I have lots of comic books. Really cool retro comic books, man. And I only do them for $4 each. I don't care what it is. $4 each. As far as like all these right here. Now I do have some $20 each ones right here. They're the better ones. I got some more down there. Those I only do $1 each. Because they're not bagged and boarded. So those are digest, what they call digest. See the difference in the size? I do those for $10 each, or buy two get one free. So really great deals on that. I've got I got some cool crosses here, cool jewelry crosses. I only do those for $5 a piece. I got a nice Craftsman toolbox. I got $24 on it, but I'd probably drop it down to 20, you know, whatever. I have Sega Dreamcast. Yes, it works. I don't have a game for it, unfortunately, but it comes on with the main menu and everything. And one of the coolest things is, yes, I have 2 memory cards for it. And I got some strategy guides in there too. Here's an old vintage truck. That's actually a coin bank. Really cool. Opened it up and actually found a figure in it, like a little action figure. I got Hot Wheels, $4 each, or 5 for 15. I have a Craftsman router here. Anybody likes routing? Yeah, wood routing. $100. Comes with all the bits here too, the extra stuff. I've only used that thing once. It wasn't for me. You know, to each his own and stuff like that. More NASCAR. Vintage train. Really old and really cool electric train. Look at that. Man, that thing's heavy. Could knock somebody out with that, man. Moving on over here, we have vintage toys. Yeah. Check out this fire truck compared to my foot. Just for size comparison. I wear, yeah, size 13. And, yeah, that sucker's huge, man. So, I have this whole box right here. That is full of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think there's a Karate Kid in there. There's Star Wars, obviously. There might be a He-Man piece in there too. All kinds of little goodies in that box. Then you have Hot Wheels. And I think there's some Matchbox, original Matchbox mixed in. And all that stuff is old. I mean, this is old. This is from like the 80s. Okay. Then I have, that's a G.I. Joe, that green, ugly looking thing. It's called the Bug. Then I have Micro Machines. I have, that's a puzzle. like a jigsaw puzzle G.I. Joe. Then you got that huge truck right there with the cannon trailer. Here's an old hidden missile. And that's pretty cool. That's really retro right there, man. Moving on, we have G.I. Joe Commando Attack Game. I've never heard of it before. This is not mine, by the way. We have Micro Machines collector's case. Inside of that, there's I don't know, close to 100 Micro Machines. And then G.I. Joe. In fact, you know, here, I'll just show you. Boom. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I used to love those things, man. So G.I. Joe, you have the collector case with oops, sorry. Bear with me one second. Let me adjust this thing here. I love going live. Hang on. Okay, all right. Sorry. Okay, maybe we can do it now. Come on, man. Anyway, in this G.I. Joe case here, you have from here over is full figures. In the middle, about right here, you have torsos with heads and arms. And right here you have legs. So I went through all that, man. God, forever. So you have two collector cases. This one right here is all weapons. Look at that. Isn't that insane? Actually, here's a little rare. Looks like a Godzilla. Anyway, there ain't no telling what's in there. And then you have Transformers case. Now this is the only Transformers that I have. Still cool though. And you have GoBots in there too. Now people used to make fun of the GoBots back in the day. They were basically like, okay, your parents were poor if you had GoBots. Okay, that wasn't even a joke. That was actually the truth. They were like, no, you're not getting Transformers for Christmas. You're getting GoBots. We poor. But now times have changed, and GoBots are worth money. Now, I don't know if you're looking at this one or not. This is diecast. This sucker right here is big money. It is Japanese. I didn't know what the heck it was. I had to look it up. I still don't really know what it is. But anyway, I know it's Japanese, and it's worth a lot of money. So, anyway, very cool. Then you got this Imperial Cruiser. It's in the box. It's in there. Unfortunately, the box on this end is kind of missing. But anyway, still cool though to have that box. Yeah, there's Jabba the Hutt on his whatever you call that thing he sits on. And you got a speeder bike. Yes, the speeder bike is in there. And I have this vintage train here. This might be the oldest thing that I have. This thing, look, it's still got the key. It winds up and it works. Yeah, that thing might be from the 40s or earlier. But anyway, I used to do $100 on that. In that bag right there, apparently that's a marble bag. And there's all kinds of little goodies in that. And then you have Star Wars Imperial Attack Base. And yes, it's in there. This right here, this is a $200 box. It's got mask in it along with other characters. Some of the characters in there are die cast, which I've never seen before. That's a Tonka truck, Dukes of Hazzard Corvette, which is kind of weird. This is like it's a crash 'em ups car. It's weird. It's got like a rubber hood. G.I. Joe. I think they call that Tiger Force. I think that's right. The rest of this is Legos. Legos. And like I said, they're from the 80s, 90s. Okay. Then I have, let's see. I have all the Garbage Pail Kids. And as you can see, there's doubles in there. And so what I'm thinking is I have okay, so it's one series 1 through 15 times 2. So it's a lot. Now, check this out. I usually don't show this stuff like this, okay? So I don't know nothing about this. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons trading cards. Okay. Forgotten Realms. Grey Hawk. Spell Jammer. I think that's what it is. Raven Loft. Dragon Lance. Yeah. So I want to take this. Look how thick that thing is. I want to take that and take it to one of these trading card places. See what they offer. I only know to go on eBay. And, you know, I'm getting to the point where I don't even trust eBay. Because I've got this theory about it. If you want to know what the theory is, you're going to have to come up to me and ask me personally. And I'm pretty sure if I've thought of it, imagine all the bad people in the world that have thought of it. But, in other words, don't trust eBay. That's what it boils down to. I'm not talking about the owners of eBay. I'm just talking about the people that post their stuff on there. Not everybody, but there's a lot of scammers out there, and they will, it's just a theory of mine. I can't prove it. If I did, somebody would be in big trouble. But like I said, if you want to know personally, then I can, talk to me personally, and I'll tell you. So, but anyway, it's bad. But like I said, just a theory. But usually, if I have theories, there's a lot of people out there that can agree with me. So, but anyway, so I don't know how much longer I would be out here. I kind of want to sorry about that. He's riding his motorcycle. He just wants to ride his motorcycle. Anyway, sorry about that. So, I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? Wow, okay. So it's 1:40. So the sun's still out. Time is only time. Time is only a number to me. Sun's still out. It's not raining. It's a beautiful day out. So I got nothing else better to do. So I'm just gonna stick it out for as long as I can. And just see how it goes. I can't believe not one person, even people in my neighborhood, haven't even stopped by. Like, something weird going on here, man. And just, you know, even if somebody drops by and doesn't buy anything, but just wants to check out the really cool stuff that I have, I mean, that, you know, I wouldn't mind. I don't mind, whatever. Because I guarantee there's a lot of people who ain't seen some of this stuff, especially the amount of stuff that there is. So, but it's really cool stuff. I hate to sell any of it. I tend not to hold on to things. I'm not that type of person. But I mean, if you know me and you know that, you know, oh yeah, Ron's got this and this and this and this, he's holding on to it. No, I'm not. I can't sell it. That's the problem. I am not a salesman. I am not. No. When it comes to pricing things, I go on eBay because the reason why is because I tried to take my stuff somewhere, several different places before, and they would tell me, you know, we get our prices from eBay. Okay, from like completed listings, see what it went for, see what it's also going for right now, and all that. So people ask me this and I tell them, like, okay, so this is where I get my prices from and whatnot. Now, down at the flea market, I have ran into so many people that despise eBay prices, right? So I'm not trying to crap on eBay, not the company. It's just some of the sellers that come on there and try to sell stuff and everything, and it's just, it ain't right, right? So, but anyway, I just, that's usually where I get my prices from. Or as you know, I usually sell stuff in bulk. So somebody said, you know, I want this and this and this, how much you gonna make me on it, you know, whatever. And I'm like, you know, original price was this, original price was this, I'll meet you in the middle, boom, there's the price. All right? Still, I'm not a salesman. So don't call me a salesman, right? If I had it my way, all this stuff behind me would be in a nice warehouse, and that's about it. I would never sell it, but most of it, not all of it. But anyway, I might have some people coming in now. I don't know. We'll see. I just wonder why people are not coming. It's very strange. All the cars and everything riding up and down the road. Kind of like, because people have been to my yard sales before. And usually I rarely see the same people. It's just weird, very weird, right? We live in a matrix. Yeah. I know for one thing, I've had 2 bottles of water, or maybe 3, I think. I lost count. Man, it's so freaking hot. And my long hair doesn't help. It's like sitting on the back of my neck, man. I'm gonna get undercover. But anyway, I'm gonna cut it there, and I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks again for coming in and commenting and everything, and I really appreciate y'all. And hopefully y'all see this in time, and hopefully y'all come on down, you know, and like I said, even if you don't want to buy anything, if you just want to look, that's fine. Come on down. I appreciate the company. My friend that was here, he had to leave on emergency or whatever, kind of. So, you know, that's fine. But yeah. But anyway, I'm out here shooting the breeze. All right, well, I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching broketv123. Help it grow. Right, we're getting there, slowly but surely, getting there. You know. Y'all watch my videos. I got like 500 videos now. Yeah. All right. See y'all next time. Later.